Good morning, my people. Well, it looks like today is a long day waiting to happen for me. I've got about 20 minutes to come up with the remaining $50 for the daily rent. That's just not going to happen right now. Right now, I'm focused on my 700 shares of Be Big. Last time I looked this morning, 284, coming off of maybe a $2.80 daily floor, let's hope. Meanwhile, the rest of the market looks like it's steady crashing. I seen ticker symbol EAR at like $1.00 something. That's amazing. That's supposed to be a $50 stock. You know, I talk about gamble a lot. Yesterday I bought it around 47 cents and watched it drop, and then just saved face and added to Be Big, which I believe in for sure this week, whether it's shorted or not. And then what does gamble do? It goes up to 55 cents and then goes back down. Where's it at right now? 39 cents from a penny less than that just a minute ago. So we really don't know where this market's going, not with Bitcoin around 30,000. I mean, excuse me. Well, it's around 30,000, but 29,000, dipping at like 28.7 a few hours ago. It dips, it has the dead cat bounce, and then it continues to go down. And until the market really does anything different, that's all we have to go on, man. It's all about ticker symbol BIG with their Cryptide dividends. You know, that's the play right now. It is, that I know of. If it's not, one of you guys let me know what the play is. But either way, I'm personally playing ticker symbol BIG till minimum June 1st. So I just feel like for under $3 a share, what you're getting in the long run should absolutely be worth it. The only way I sell is if we squeeze up to something significant that changes my life. I will secure profits. That's something I didn't do enough of in the last 2 years. That's something I'll certainly do now. If we see $40 times my 700 while I'm living in poverty, you best believe I'm cashing out. I'm going to replace my MMTLP, and I'm going to replace 2 or 3 different cryptocurrencies that I'll let you guys know about as soon as I replace them. But other than that, yeah, well, MMAT. We saw the steady climb up, and there was a lot of questions as to whether or not we would continue that run. I think when I looked at it this morning, it was red, but it was still up higher than it had been for, quite a while, a few days, a couple weeks. It's been a real good week or so for MMAT. But I'm going to be keeping an eye on that to see what kind of support it holds. I know Uncle Smokey was talking about the Fibonacci line is the key to understanding support and resistance, and that's something I'm going to be studying more on, and trying to learn as much as I can about it, just like I've tried to learn as much as I can about which stocks I think are going to produce growth and action. So I've got a whole lot to learn, just like I'm sure we all do. If we're alive, we probably have a lot to learn. But my play, like I say, for this week hasn't changed. It's ticker symbol BIG. Meanwhile, I'm watching GMBL get manipulated crazily. If that's a word, it's going to be a word right now. I've never seen something that cheap move with that kind of volatility that consistently. So I'm sure a lot of people do make money on that play. Of course, I'm not a day trader. I'm trying to turn $2,000 into $25,000 to be able to do that. And I think with my 700 Be Big that it's at least possible. So, wish me luck for the day. I'm going to try to survive the day. I think I'm going to have a couple rough hours. I think when my buddy gets home off of work, I may stay with him a couple days until I have the money that I cashed out in Webbull to help me live on. And that'll be Thursday morning. So we got 2 days of rough waters, but it sure feels a little bit safer and a little more padded and a little A little warmer and fuzzier than it's going to be outside raining on me, knowing I have 700 BIG this particular week. They say the chart looks like it did last time it went up to $12. So definitely keep your eye out on that and learn what's going on. Learn how the shorts play their games, what their motivation is, what their angle and positions are, what they want from you, basically your shares, and what you are to do about it. You know, the market makers are going to try to shake one thing and raise another and go back and forth to get you to liquidate. When you find something that you believe in and you know what you own, know what you hold, as ODR says, then just hold for gold, as I would say. You know, with the exception of don't let profits slip through your hands and have to wait a year and a half to get paid, like I did with that merger with Torchlight and Metamaterials. Not that everything is going to always be botched, but that was certainly financially the hardest lesson I've definitely ever had to learn in my life. Hence all the jabs at Sterling, whether it's his fault or not. You know, too many people lost a lot of money. They're mad at Sterling, which I'm not. I'm not happy, but I'm not mad at him personally. I think if anything, he's smart. You know, at least he's not going to go broke over a promise or a speculation. And by the way, I do believe the dividends are going to be over $50. Probably just under $100, but right around it. But it's besides the point of securing your profits. You know, so it's just a matter of taking all the wisdom that you can and learning from me, learning from Sterling, learning from Bird Lady, learning from Trading Secrets Ali, who's to me an actual professional, learning from Trading Jesus. He's pretty damn good. You know, Uncle Smokey, love him. You know, these guys have a lot of knowledge. Tony from Market Moves, love him. You know, Darren Jackson, very even-keeled individual. You know, may not be a 50-year professional, but that guy has the tools to be a professional. You know, so there's a lot of good information out there. Nobody's, that I named at least, is, well, maybe the exception of one time, but I don't think anybody's trying to necessarily mislead people. I think for the most part, they all share what they know. Just not everybody is going to be 100% transparent with what they're doing, because they know that hedge funds and market makers listen to these videos, and they cause you know, price movement that's contrary to what the retail investor expects. And that's why on StockTwitch you got people arguing from time to time on whether or not they should hit the bullish sign or the bearish sign, you know, because of the sentiment. So I think that's why there's that air of mystery and maybe sometimes deceit and betrayal that some of us feel from some of the YouTubers when we get certain information and we end up losing our ass, you know. So you definitely got to do your own finances and make your own decisions. I mean, they all say that, we all say that. It's the truth. None of it is financial advice. None of us can actually predict the future. We can only go off of what we know from experience and these charts and the past and the sentiment and a hunch and a guess. Put all that together and put your money where your mouth is. That's what I've done with ticker symbol BIG. Now that you've heard most of my life story, have a good rest of the day. I want to try to have a good day as well. I'm sure it will end pretty well, despite a few hours of most likely going to get rained on with my cat outside. But hey, such is life. This should be an example for you guys to never give up. You know, have diamond hands. You know, be as strong as you can, because I honestly believe that we don't get more than we can handle, and I get a lot. Trust that. If I say that actually really means something. And I've got hundreds of people that will verify what I just said to you. If I say that, that does absolutely mean something. Okay? I've got homeless people that have been on drugs for their whole lives that look like they haven't showered in 3 months will give me $1 when they know my story. just because they know how much I try. And somewhere in their spirit, they respect it. And they know that they drink and they've given up and they're where they want to be to an extent. They're content. I'm not content. Poverty does not make me content. Poverty is my personal hell on this earth. It's worse than anything that you can imagine, pretty much. For me. And I don't even require a lot to live on. I can live off of $5 or $10 a day, believe it or not. But when I can't get that, somebody that has lived off of little to nothing most of their lives, and I have to worry day to day, not month to month or week to week, but day to day, to have a roof over my head, which I wouldn't mind so much if I didn't have a 15-year-old cat that I promised God and my mother before she died that I would take care of him like he was my best friend, like he was a person. So I've got a little bit on my plate, to say the least. So when you feel like giving up, all you got to do is watch some of my videos. Ask me some questions. You know, if I can't help you with stocks, I hope I can help you with, not to sound religious, it doesn't even have to be religious, but faith. Faith that things will turn out. You know, as long as you try and do the best you can, that's all that can happen. You know, that's all you can do. But I think I'm done. I'm done beating around the bush and touching base with my people. I've got plenty of haters out there that despise me. Not because of anything I do or don't do, but just simply because I'm honest. I tell it how I see it. And I'm poor. All you got to do is go back thousands of years ago and read that Bible that you don't have to believe in, that was definitely written by man, whether or not inspired by God. It was still written. It was still written. A human being wrote those things. Many human beings did. But just the fact that it came from a person, not hundreds, but thousands of years ago, I don't know. That in itself is intriguing and wisdom, even if I didn't believe in God, which I absolutely do. Just not forcing it on anybody. Either way, you guys have a good day. And if this poor, homeless, broke guy can believe in God and have faith and still keep focused on the market, then you should too. You shouldn't have paper hands. Unless you have to liquidate for a better play. Learn diamond hands or nothing at all. Until next time, see you at the bell.